So I think this is a fairly common topic, and people are aware of this, but I don't think they truly are as aware as they need to be. So I deal with this a lot. You need to figure out if your product is a vitamin or is it a painkiller, right? And if you think about that, like a vitamin is a supplement, right? It's not a necessary thing. You have to, in order for somebody to be deciding to take a vitamin, they have to know and understand and realize they have a deficiency in something, right? And once they realize they have a deficiency, it's still up to them, because it's not life or death for them to take the vitamin. In the case of a painkiller, again, based on one of the previous ways of how I structured like qualifying people beforehand, if you know that their pain is like a 4 or 5 on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being an extreme amount of pain, they're going to need this, and they're going to pay you for it. Now, where I think this becomes an issue is where companies don't do enough of this, which is a TAM, SAM, SOM analysis. If you don't know what this is, just Google it. I'll give you a quick explanation, but this is what most of us are already aware of. And a lot of companies are selling vitamins or selling to here. And that ends up becoming a problem because this is not true to your product. This is like your total available market. This is your serviceable available market and serviceable obtainable market. I think what companies fail to do is realize that your product, in the biggest vision of it all, can evolve into a painkiller, but as of where it stands today, it's a vitamin. And so where you are potentially servicing vitamins to this TAM here, it could be a painkiller to this SOM or this obtainable market. I look at this SOM as what is obtainable today until the next 6 months of where your product currently is, right? So your SAM is 6 months to 18 months. And your TAM is anywhere from 18 plus months from now, right? And you got to think about this in evolutions of your product. So I see a lot of companies thinking that they're selling a painkiller to here, and that is just not the case. Because when they present their solution to this group, they don't buy. They're not experiencing the pain. They're not experiencing the issue. They're not even experiencing a deficiency. And so this is where it really screws up your sales team, because as a sales leader or as a founder-led sales team, you need to be very clear of where you're putting that energy and your resources to having the most likelihood of closing. And this is why it's so important to go through these persona and ICP exercises. To me, it's always the first thing I do with every single company that I work with, either through advisory or through direct consultancy or whatever, is to understand what their TAM, SAM, and SOM looks like. And if you as a company have not done this, then you're setting your sales team up for failure, because ultimately they're not selling in a way that's actually efficient.